my friends. It's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Miss Ellie, and we are going to have so much fun today. I have two projects we're going to make, and first of all, I just want to start out and say Happy Friday! Yay! I'm so glad it's Friday. It's always a wonderful time when it's a Friday. We all get excited. I'm retired and I still get excited for Fridays. Just because it's a change of pace and everything. So I'm gonna see, yep, we're on. I can see that. Welcome, welcome. I hope you've got had a nice week and you have something fun planned for your weekend. Let me know. Our weather here is nice. Very nice, in the mid 70s, high 70s, not too cool. So, you know, what can I say about living in San Diego County? It's always beautiful. Hi, Tammy, good to see you. Yes, happy Friday to you too. Ellie got a bath this morning, and I got her pony a little bit off to the side. It's a little bit crooked, but oh well, she's cute anyway. And she gets tired after we do the bath. She goes in the kitchen sink usually, and I wash her in there. Christy, I'm so glad you could join. Good to see you, my friend. So we have fun stuff planned today. Now, I want to talk about some announcements like I usually do in the beginning. What are the announcements? And you know the special. What's happening? Did something scare you? You know the special right now that's going on, which is the Eden's Garden early release. And we're going to use some beautiful designer series paper from Eden's Garden today. And it includes, the early release part is the stamp set and the dies. And here's the stamp set, and we're going to be using this more during the month. Actually, this is available from now all the way through January 3rd and then into the new catalog. It's just an early release. And you know, everybody loves new stuff, right? Here are the dies. They're beautiful. And we just love new things. And to get it early, I mean, that is so great. It's just like the best to get it early. We love that. I do anyway. So that is an early release that you can get your hands on now if you're kind of itching for something new. If you haven't gotten it, I totally recommend it. But one of my favorite things is the beautiful paper. It's called Ever Eden. Let me check. I have it written down here. Yes, the Ever Eden Designer Series paper is beautiful. And that's something that does not continue after January 3rd. So if you don't have that, you'll want to get it. And then the second announcement that I have for today is the starter kit special. There is this, you have a little burp? Okay, you want to get down? Okay. I think she's just ready to get down. The starter kit special for the month of November. If you have a wish list of items that total $75 or above, you're going to want the starter kit special. Normally it costs $99 to get our starter kit, and you get $125 worth of product. So that's $26 in free product. You know I'm not that good with math. But right now during the month of November, you still get that $125 worth of product for only $75. So that to me sounds like $50 free product. Now, why would you want to be a demonstrator? Because that's what it means. You would join Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator. Well, first of all, you can pursue the business like I do, or you don't even have to. I have over half of my team, about 3/4 of my team, is what we affectionately call the hobby demonstrators. And they're demonstrators who are just regular people who wanted to get the best deal on these beautiful Stampin' Up! Products. And after you purchase the starter kit and you join Stampin' Up!, every product you purchase is 20% off. I mean, it's a no-brainer. If you love these products and you want to get them at 20% off, do it. And to start out with your starter kit, you get $50 free product. You choose $125 worth of product of your choice, anything you want from any current catalog, and it ships free. Now, people ask me, what are you holding out on? What do I have to do? And what I want to tell you is nothing. You can join now and get the starter kit special, purchase everything you want for 20% off all the way up until the end of March, and with no obligation. Now, if you want to stay a demonstrator, be it a hobby demonstrator or a business demonstrator, all you have to do is order $300 worth of product every 3 months, every quarter. And most of my hobbies demonstrators do that with no problem. And they get 20% off. So that's why I joined. There's no obligation. You don't have to continue. You can drop it anytime you want. So it seems to me, and that's why I joined, that it's just a great deal to get the best price on the stuff you like. In addition, you could be a part of my wonderful team, and I see, hi Kay, good to see you. I see my friend Christy Chance on here, and she is on my team. She's one of my demonstrators, and I just love my team. Wonderful, wonderful people. We have a lot of fun together. When we were having live events, we could go to live events together, and I shower my team with goodies. I think Christy could tell you that. I love my team, and I love to shower them with gifts and all kinds of stuff. So we have a wonderful time. And if you're a demonstrator, you get to go to special events. Like next Friday, I was going to tell you, I'm not going to be here next Friday because I will be at our virtual, because of COVID still. Uh-oh, a delivery person. Okay, I'm going to let my husband take care of it like he usually does. I don't know why they show up right when I'm doing my lives, and the front door is right near where I am. Some of you who've been in my home know that. It's hysterical. So, gosh, I hope my husband will probably come from the back and see what it is. Oh, gosh. Anyway, next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we have our virtual 3-day conference for all demonstrators called On Stage. Ellie, come on, it's okay. And so next Friday, I won't be doing my live because I'll be at On Stage, and I'm going to get to see all kinds of new fun products. And if you were a demonstrator, you could do it too. And we get to order stuff early. It's wonderful. So if you want to become a demonstrator, if you want to join my team, I would so love to have you. And this is a great time to do it. If you have a wish list of $75 in product or more, just join. I've got 2 links up above for you. Get the starter kit special. You won't be sorry, I promise. And I'll email you right away as soon as you join. And we can chat. And if you have any questions about joining, email me too. And we'll chat, and we can call or we can email, whatever you prefer. I'm here to answer all of your questions. Okay, enough said. Let's do our project. So I'm going to change my camera here, and we are going, I showed you the other day, I think it was on Wednesday, I showed you my loaded envelope. So for today, I wanted to show you how to make 2 of the items that I had in the loaded envelope. And one is a 3x3 Post-it notepad that's covered with a cute little cover. And the other one is a tag, a coordinating tag. And I thought I'd show you how to make those using the Eden's Garden products, specifically the Ever Eden Designer Series paper. And we're going to make ours a little different. Now, let's just get out what we're going to use today. We are going to use this beautiful pattern from the Eden's Garden collection, the Ever Eden Designer Series paper. This is the front, and it has beautiful gold in it, and then the back is another nice. Usually the gold, the way they've done it is the gold side is fancy, and on the back is kind of a coordinating pattern. that's more of a background pattern. So this is how they coordinate. Isn't that pretty? So let's get started. Here is the 3x3 Post-it note pad. I'm going to tell you a secret. I didn't have any spare ones, and my husband had the one I created the other day for the envelope. And so I asked him today if I could have another one of his pads, and he wants them back. And I said, well, if you don't mind if they have a little decoration on top of them. So don't say anything yet, but I'll sneak him back in his drawer, and then he'll see that they have this little decoration on them. Okay, so we're going to do it from start to finish. We're going to make this this 3x3 Post-it note pad cover. And what we're going to start with is a 3x3 piece of basic white cardstock to give it a little strength, because we're going to add the designer series paper. So I've already cut this strip of basic white cardstock at 3 inches on one side, and now I'm going to cut it at 3 inches on the other side. This is our Stampin' Up paper trimmer that trims and scores. So I'm going to be using this off and on. So the first thing we're going to do is adhere this to the back of our Post-it note pad, and it should fit absolutely perfectly. I'm going to be using today my Stampin' Seal Plus. It's a firm hold, and that's what I really want with my for my Post-it note pad. So I'm going to go around on all 4 sides of the back of the Post-it note pad with my Stampin' Seal Plus. Let me hold that down. And I'm also going to go down the center because I want this to really, really stick. And then I'm just going to line this up and hope that I get it even. Okay, there we go. So now we've got it firm on the back. We've made it more sturdy. So now we're going to get back our trimmer, and we're going to cut the designer series paper that is going to go around and cover the Post-it note pad. And what we want is, I've got my dimensions here, and this is one reason I like using the paper trimmer, the Stampin' Up paper trimmer, because it has let me see, that's a little too bright, isn't it? Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, maybe you can see that a little better. It has the 16th marks in it. And so I'm going to cut this at 3 inches, 3 1/16 inches. And the reason is I just want it to go, hi Allison, I just want it to go just what I call a hair over each side of the Post-it note, which is 3 inches. Okay, so there we've got it at 3 1/16. And then we're going to do the length. Now, we know it's 3 inches on each side, so that's 3 on the back of the Post-it note, 3 on the front, and it's a 1/2 inch in the middle. But I have discovered that we need to cut this at 6, so 6 1/2 is where I need to cut it. I've been working with these measurements to get them just as tight as I can. So right at 6 1/2, we're going to cut our designer series paper, and thankfully I did it correctly because I want the pattern to go cover the Post-it note pad like this with the leaves going straight up and down. Wow, thank you, Lord, I did that right. Okay, now we're going to do our scoring, and this is where it's a little trickier. Hi Roz, good to see you. And so for our scoring, we're going to score at 3 1/16 on each side, like this. And then we're going to turn it around and do 3 1/16 on the other side. I figured out that that just makes it work really, really well. Okay, now I'll put that back. And I don't even need to score it because the scoreboard did a really good, I don't need to burnish it because the scoreboard did a really good job. So let's just test and see how this works. We're just going to put it right over there, and yippee, I did it right. Hooray. So the back, it holds real tight to the gummed area of the Post-it note pad, It looks really good, doesn't it? Just a hair, it comes out just a hair on each side. Okay, so we've done a good job. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to actually use glue now on the back to adhere the inside to our piece of basic white cardstock that we use to reinforce the back of the pad. So I'm just going to put my multi-purpose glue down because I already know this adheres very well to basic white cardstock. And before I put it on, I'm going to go ahead and use my Stampin' Seal Plus again and put it right down that backing section. It fits right down the center there because I don't want to have to worry about this after I get it adhered on there. So I've got my two kinds of adhesive, and one reason I'm using the glue on the exact back is so that I can move it just a bit to get it really straight before I attach the border. So let's put our pad on. You know, the glue gives us just a few minutes to get it just right. And I think we've got it. And now we're going to pull up the backing, and there we go. It's perfectly adhered. I'm just going to press that down a little bit because that's where we want the good sticking. And then we'll just press that a little bit. And there, you've covered your Post-it note. Pretty quick, huh? Your Post-it note pad. And the top should lift up. Yeah, the top lifts up just like normal, no problem, because we haven't adhered that to anything. So it lifts right up. Now let's give it a little bit of decoration. I thought we would do like I did on the other one, put a little strip of Evening Evergreen, which is one of the coordinating colors with our Ever Eden Designer Series paper. I've already cut this strip at, let me confirm, 5/8. This is 5/8 inch wide, and then we're going to do, if you remember, 3 1/16. I think this edge is a little better. 3 1/16 inches. We're going to cut it right here. Okay. It is a bit, you have to pay attention, especially for a non-math girl like me, when you start dealing with the 16ths and everything. You really have to pay attention. Okay, so now we've got our little piece of cardstock. Let's confirm that it fits over there real nicely, which it does. I'm going to go ahead and use my glue again so that I can move it. I like being able to move it just a little bit because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and you know, some of you are too. I know that. And the glue allows you to look like you're doing it perfectly, but you have that little minute to move it about. Okay, so now we're just going to press that right on, and we have time to move it up right where we want it to be. And I'm going to try to use my finger to feel that it's adhering right up at the top of that pad now. And it is. Hi Diana, good to see you today. Happy Friday. I think that looks really nice because it gives just a nice little border. So that was, I just want to remind you, 5/8 inch by 3 1/16. And for my YouTube people, I will have these measurements down below the YouTube video. So now we're ready to decorate it, and I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I did the last time. On the previous one I did that one that went in the loaded envelope. I'm going to use some gold ribbon for this because I want to continue on the gold theme. So I'm just going to tie a small little gold bow, and we're going to adhere that with a glue dot on that border piece there. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. I want to make sure to get it even and have the little tails sticking out just right. So we're going to pull back just a little. That's a pretty cute ribbon, pretty cute little bow. What do you think? I think it's going to look really sweet on there. I think it looks like this end is a bit longer than the other one, and in fact I think it's cut the opposite direction too, so I think we'll do this and that'll fix that right up. Let's see. There we go. Now it looks a little more even. So we'll just adhere that with a couple of glue dots that I've got right here, my mini glue dots, which are great for ribbons and bows always. And one good way to do it, if you can, is to do this and get your glue dot, whoops, to stick right on the back of your bow. Where'd it go? Oh, I see it. There it is over there. It's a little sneaky. Let me get another one because I want to make sure it's adhered really well. And my husband opens his Post-it notes. Okay. So we're going to put our bow right there. And now I thought we would just do a little different decoration than I did on my previous one. Do more different things. And I love, you guys know that I really like these, what do they call them? Holly, gold holly leaves. They are so beautiful. I just think they're so pretty. So I thought I might put a couple of gold holly leaves on here. And I'm going to use more Post-it note, glue dots to adhere these, and these are much easier to adhere. And so we'll just get our little holly leaf. I'll put two, one on each side, and then I'm going to put a little cute little red dot right in the middle. A little red matte dot. Okay. Here we go. Two little holly leaves. You know, actually I'm going to put it over a little bit to the side so that I can fit my dot in the center and it'll stick on really well. I've really been liking these matte decorative dots lately. Here we go. Matte decorative dots. I think they're just, I just like them. They're understated because they're matte, but yet the color is beautiful. So I'm just going to put that right in the center there. Isn't that just kind of cute? Wouldn't you like to get that in your Christmas stocking? I am actually going to make a whole bunch of these because I think they would be fun hostess gifts. And there's your Post-it pad, and here's the back. I just think they're going to make great little hostess gifts, great little stocking stuffers. Hi Diane, good to see you. You had a conflict. I hear it. Yes, cute little stocking stuffers. And now we're going to make a coordinating tag, because if you're going to put this in a gift or on a gift, or you can tie a tag to it, I just thought it would be fun if we made a coordinating tag and use some more of that beautiful Ever Eden Designer Series paper. So right here I've got, let me put it up so you can see, I've got a piece of Evening Evergreen, the coordinating cardstock, and I'm going to cut it with one of my tailor-made tag dies. I just love these tag dies. I've loved them since they came out, and I can't stop using them. These are something I'm going to keep. You sell something similar at craft shows, but yours is easy. Oh, Roz, wow. Do they go well at craft shows? I bet people snap them up. I would really think they did. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful in Cave Creek, Arizona. 87 and sunny. Gorgeous. And what a cute name for a town. Cave Creek, Arizona. That is darling. Okay, so now we've got our tag cut out, and we're going to cut the same Designer Series paper, but we're going to use the back of it that I mentioned, that is this pretty more subtle pattern. And we're going to cut this at 1 5/8, and because I know it's going to go lengthwise, it's going to be 1 5/8 inch wide. Again, I kind of wish these measurements were like 1 1/2, you know. It's difficult for a math person, a non-math person, to handle these 8s and 16ths. and it's going to be 3 1/4. There we go. I like that measurement better. Okay, so 3 1/4. And my nails don't allow me to pick these things up. So this is going to go right on top here, and as long as I have the paper trimmer out, I'm going to use a little of that leftover basic white cardstock, and I'm going to cut a little piece of white so that we could write something on, you know, a sentiment on our little tag. So this is going to be 1 1/2. Love it. 1 1/2. People love them, Roz. Yeah, I can imagine. And 1 1/2 by 2 1/4. So there we go, 2 1/4. That's one reason I wanted to show you how to make these, because I thought that it might be something handy that you guys could use for your holiday gift giving and projects. Alrighty, so I think I could think of cuter things to do with this tag. I could glam it up more, but I kind of wanted to show off the reverse side of the beautiful Ever Eden Designer Series paper. And so we're just going to slip this right in here. Let me just hold it up a bit to get a good line of sight. Okay. And then we're going to adhere our piece of basic white where you can write, you know, your to and from and all that. Just like that. I might bring that down. This is what I love about the glue. Okay, now we're going to decorate this, and instead of doing a gold ribbon for this one, I'm going to use some of our, this is the Coordinating Evening Evergreen Open Weave ribbon, and I just thought it would be nice to use coordinating ribbon. So the whole thing coordinates together. I mean, that's the best thing about Stampin' Up, right? I've gotten way too long of a tail here, but the best thing about Stampin' Up is that all the things coordinate. I was talking with someone else recently, and we were talking about, for me, it's been 9 years ago when I was trying to buy papers and coordinating cardstock and stuff at one of the, I'll just say, other stores. And it was just so much work to figure out is this the same shade as that, and how is the lighting in here? And I think that was one of the big things I love about Stampin' Up, is that I don't have to do that. You order the Evening Evergreen ribbon, the Evening Evergreen cardstock, the Coordinating Designer Series paper, and the coordinating gems, and you're just set, right? You don't even have to worry anymore about all that. Okay, I'm just going to trim this down just a bit. And then we're going to do our same treatment up here at the top of our tag that we did on our Post-it note. And here we've got our 2 leaves, our 2 gold holly leaves. I've been giving these away. I hope I haven't given them all away, because yikes, I love them. And oh, I just remembered we didn't do our prize. Okay, as soon as I finish this tag, we're going to do our prize, because I forgot. I was too excited about things, I guess. Okay, so there's one of our holly leaves, and let me get another big one. I kind of like the big one, I think, for this. Okay, here's another big one. And if you've used these, they're even embossed with little indentations. I mean, they're just so cute. Okay, put glue dot. And we'll put this one out like this, and then we'll put that little, let me see, I'll just get it right there. And then we'll put our little red matte decorative dot, and it is going to look like a little sprig of holly right up there. Okay. I tend to use my scissors. I think you've noticed. I just learned how to use my scissors to do these things, my paper snips. And there we go. There's our little Post-it notepad, our covered Post-it notepad, and our tag. You're particular about having supplies match. Yes, Roz. I think we all are. That's why we love Stampin' Up. Isn't that just cute? I really love this little set. So you can, you know, I saw someone do a loaded envelope, put tea bags in it and things for tea. So there's just so much that you can do with our products, and this is a fun little gift. I hope you can use this in all of your holiday gift giving. So I'm going to get the prize out here that I forgot about. Goodness gracious. So our prize last Friday was a package of you get 40 of our beautiful medium envelopes. Let me put it the right side up. Basic white medium envelopes. These go perfectly with our the size cards we make, the A2 cards, and they're really nice. And the winner is Carol Busby. I don't know if Carol's on right now, but if she's not, I'll tell her. I have her address. I know where she lives. So Carol, you won the envelopes today. And the gift for next week is the same ribbon that I just used. I just thought you can really use this beautiful evening evergreen open weave ribbon. I know you all can use it for all of your holiday products and projects. So I'm going to give away this spool of ribbon, bolt they actually call it. So if you would like the ribbon, put prize, write prize. If you're on YouTube, put prize in the comments, and you will be, I'll put you on the random number generator, and we'll pick a winner for, oh, and it won't be next Friday. Remember, I'm going to come back here. I won't be back next Friday because I'll be at my event, my Stampin' Up on stage event. So 2 weeks from today, I will award this. So you've got 2 weeks to put the word prize in a comment, and you'll be entered to win this beautiful ribbon. So I really appreciate all of you stopping on today. I hope I've given you some good ideas for your Christmas holiday products and projects. And don't forget about that starter kit special. It's a wonderful time to do something for yourself. That's what I felt like when I did it. I really did something that I felt like I could tell my husband, you know, I'm really saving money on everything that I love. And he's come to see that because after a while, since I made it a business, I've been able to, I can cover my own purchases. So I just would love to have you on my team. If you're not a demonstrator, it's a great time to be one. Email me, Peggy@prettypapercards.com, and I would love to chat with you about it. So pop back over on Wednesday, the 10th, and we'll have another Facebook Live. So I'll see you then. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.